Hi there, everyone. I'm Dismas the Pilgrim, and welcome to episode 3 of The Puzzled Pilgrim. Today, I'm going to be solving puzzles from New York Times, Wordle, and Pips, trying to move through all three difficulties of Pips. Um, we're also going to be trying to solve the Netflix Starstruck and a few different Netflix Sudokus. And after that, hopefully, I'll have a strong enough connection to carry on with some chess puzzles to end the day. And after that, if anyone votes for it, we might do some bonus puzzles from either New York Times or Netflix. Hi there. Thanks for joining. So today I'm going to start with Pips as the warm up. So yeah, let's go straight in with the easy. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is look at our geometry, because the shapes kind of tell us a lot about the layout. Okay. Okay, so from here, like, how many six? We've got six blank and a 6-4. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling that. Okay, yeah, I've got an idea here. So if we use the 6-4 here, and then to make 5 in this one, I'm going to need a 1. And then I can use 3-2 there. Last 6 goes here, and then double 5 there. Okay, that was quite painless for me. Um, Move on to the medium. Again, let's start with our geometry. Thanks to the single cell sticking out, we know a good portion of the outer shape there, but unfortunately, this donut and up here. Oh, wait, no, because of this bit, we've got here, here, yeah, at the top, we can't tell. Redraw this line a little further down, that's clearer. That'll do. Okay, so what dominoes do we have to work with? Um, so what have we got 3 of? So one, two, so we've got three times one. Got lots of twos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twos. Okay, so I'm gonna list that twice. And then 2 5s. Okay, so that's going to add a nice little complication. That means 2 of these equals, where all of the pips have to match within it, are going to have to be the 2. The other one's going to have to be the 1. Yeah, that's going to make things nice and complicated for us. All right, what have I got that can be greater than 4? So that's to be 5 and total to less than 2. So that gives so here we have to have either the 5-1 or the 6 blank. And then for it to stay less than 2, it'd have to be potentially the other one. Okay, so actually I've got an idea. So if we try the 6 blank here, then oh no, that does not work. Okay, so that means it'd have to be this way round. But then we lose one of the 4s. lose one of the ones, sorry. So that can't fit there. So it is going to have to be that one. And to be less than 2, it can be either the 1 or blank, which means it's got to be the other blank. It's throwing off with less than 2 rather than another double equals. And then we get the double 2 there. Which still leaves us not knowing what this is or what this is. Okay, so what have we got left? It's greater than 4. Okay. Okay. So we got 5, 1 there. We need to have double 1 there. That leaves us with fitting 2s in here, which won't work. Okay. So that has solved that for me. And now the only way we can put in here is the 2s. So less than 4. What we've got that's less than 4. We don't. Oh, yeah, we do. It's 3. I've literally just clicked on it. Greater than 4. And then. Okay, didn't mind that one. And we're going to try the most difficult one, see how that goes. Like these big grid ones can be a lot. We get that one as a given, which will actually help for some of it. So we need to find the 2, 3. Where's the 2, 3? That has to go there. Because dominoes are all unique combinations. And because that's a 2, 3, it will actually give us some other geometry for free. Okay, that. Okay. It does. I'm just not looking at it properly. So wherever there's a 2, 3, it can't be that. So around the borders, that can't be it. So it has to do that, which gives us this one. Which gives us a little bit to start with. So the double 2 have to go there. We've got a few there with 3s that could slot in here or here. Yeah, there's a few different choices there. Okay, if we know that one's 3, 0, where's the 3, 0? So solving what they are will narrow down what can go in here, so we'll know what the other 3s will end up being used for. So knowing that that can't be 3, 0, that's got to go here or here. Do we have a 3, 3 and a 3, 4, so it could be either. We still have a 4, 0 to go there if it's that way. If we go that way, is there a 4, 3? Yes, there is. Fantastic. That's just what I like to see. Ah, okay. So if it goes that way, we can't have that one. Let me just explain that one. So if we use this 4, 3 here, we are left with the shape that will go along here, and then we'd need another 4, 3 there. So it can't be that one. Which means the 4, 3 would have to go in the other one. Which means they also have to be vertical. So I should have the 0, 3 around here somewhere that I have already used. Okay, so I'm already starting to. Okay, I have made a mistake. That can be another way around. Let me just. So I fell into a little trap here. So it turns out that although it can't be that way, it can be this way rather than all coming straight down. Which gives me this, which gives me this. So I've got a 2-4 here, the 3-3 here. We've got a couple that have got a 0 on, so I don't want to use them yet. Okay. Only one of these could be the 4-4. The same with this line here. Let's have a look. Right, we do not have a 4-2 left, which means if I am doing this correctly, is a big if, that has to go there. Okay. Right now we only have a single 3 left, so that's going to have to go there. Okay, I've just spotted something. There isn't any ones listed, which means all of the non-declared boxes are going to be ones. So, do that. At least one of these is going to be the double. I don't have a 2-2, which means I might actually be able to solve some of the geometry here. That'll have to go there. Once I've used the 0-0, I've got a 0-2 left, which means that. Okay. So let's solve the geometry I've got there. So they are 2s, and that's all I need there. So 2, 1 there. Okay, that's... Oh, I've fallen into another trap. Yeah, it seems like I got quite close there. Because if I use the 0-2 here, this is Pips. It's available free on the New York Times. I've got to reset a little because I've made a mistake somewhere, so I'll be able to rerun through some of the rules. But it basically boils down to there are borders drawn on boxes with logical statements like like the numbers here, like this 4 means one of the value, like one value of the one side of the domino that equals 4 has to go in this box. So, for example, that would fit. You can also get symbols like equal to or all equal, so it might span over a few boxes, and they would all have to equal the same thing. You can get less than a number, so if it said less than 3, the total across the boxes would have to add up to less than 3. You can get greater than. I've also only seen it once, but you can have not equal. So if it's over a couple of boxes, you'll have to make sure that all of the pip values are different. Okay, right. So I am going to pretty much start over here with this one. I wish there was a nice, easy reset button, but no. The red lines that are on there are things that I have drawn as little visual aids for figuring out the geometry. So if I just clear it off, there you go. So this is what a clean pips board looks like. But there is one thing I know for sure, which is the geometry is a domino has to fit there. We only have a single 2-3. Because we have a single 2-3, that means that these have to go this way. Because we already have that 2-3 matched, because it can't go that way it, well, okay, so there's an assumption I've made wrong. So from this 2, it can't go that way, but it can go down. And fit a domino there, that has to go there. Those are definite. And because they're definite, that means I can fit the 2-2 here. I've got quite a few 3s to play with, so I don't want to fill these yet. Because this one could go this way or this way. So let's see what else I have to play. I have both a 4-2 and a 4-0 for trying to fill that corner. I already have a 2-2 used, which means it can't go that way. And if we try to go that way with both of them, we're left with just the 4-0, which is possible. Hi there. Thanks for joining. Please don't be offended if I know you in real life and I do not recognize the usernames. I can just about remember people's names in real life. So trying to strap usernames to that as well is going to be real fun for me and a learning experience. But yeah, you've joined us. We're trying to solve the New York Times Pips hard mode, and so far I have 2 dominoes I know definitely go where they are. I thought I was doing well earlier and then had to reset. Like for those of you who have joined in for previous episodes, you may have noticed that I've occasionally had connection issues. So I'm not sure if it shows, but I have lowered a little bit of the stream quality to hope that OBS doesn't get overloaded. Cool. I thought I recognized the username. I just never know whether or not it's a person that I know IRL or that you've just cropped up in the chat before. There's like I've not been doing this for long yet. Like, give me time, I'll get there. So, where are we up to? Oh, hi again. Well, I think you've made all 3 streams now, haven't you? So, 0-2. I do have a 4-2. Right, if it goes that way, these can still go out. Okay, let's try something different. I'm glad that she's enjoying the content. That's okay. Let's see, because yeah, I want to try and see if I can pad out more of the geometry. Why is that written like that? That one's not a given. The only one I know for certain is that. That can go that way. Yeah, I can get double 3 there. Or I can get 3 blank. I just definitely cannot get that 3-2. That's what's starting to bother me. A lot of places that the 0-0 could go, because technically it could go there, 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 there. and here. Fantastic. I do have a 0-3 that can fit there, and a 4-3 that'll go next to it. I've got a single 0-4, and do I still have a 3-0? Yep. Dual wielding. Okay. Um. Right, I'm just gonna have to take a stab at something, aren't I? So I don't have to write this one. So if I put this one here, if I'm not vertical with this one, then this one has to come out here because of that. So that will be the 0-2. Like, what else have I got? Do I still have the 4-3? Do I have a 4-3? Yes, I do. That's that there, which means that these can't be. So it's going to be 2-4 and 0-3. That could have been 0-2 actually. Do I have a 0-2? No, because I've already used it. So 2-4. It's already used down here. So that one. Ugh, I'm not doing well with this one today. This is one of the New York Times ones. Again, available for free. Once I'm done with Pips and the Wordle, I'll be moving on to the Netflix ones again. Like I'm not going to miss doing my Starstruck. I do enjoy Starstruck. Okay, so there we go. Try that. And from there, either 2-2 or 2 something. Right, let's take stabs at stuff. Like, if I'm not explaining the logic at the moment, that's because I'm not really using anything. I'm throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I only have that left there. Zeros. Put a 0 there. Do I still have it? Do I have a 2-2? I do not. So it doesn't matter which way round. To use up the 2s, they're going to have to go there. It's going to be double 0 there. And then I run out of zeros. Okay. So if I'm running out of zeros by using 2 here, then I am going to feel the need to do that. It's going to alter quite a bit, which is okay. I don't mind trying it again as long as I get there in the end. I just realised I haven't actually marked off the solves that I've already got from Pips today, because we did get through the easy and the medium. Okay, so oh no, I that does have to be double 2, doesn't it? Because I don't have a 2-3 to go there because it has to be there. And the only 2s I have. Okay, so I've got 2-4. So yeah, if I'd use the 2-4 and the 2-1, so I've still got a 2-0 for something. I'm sure it was a 2-0 I needed. We'll see. One of them at least. So do I have a 3-3 that can go there? That's one that I've already tried. So if I try the 3-0 again, I tried that the first time round. It gives me 0-0 there. I don't have a 0-4 available, so that's going to have to go there. It could have been either of them. No, it couldn't, because now I can do that, which gives me a double 4-3. Thought I was onto something. This one's really not going well for me. Has to go there. Two, three, four, 5, 6 zeros, and then there's 4, 5, 6 zeros. Right. So all of the zeros are going to have to be used. 0-4-0-4. Okay, so 0-4. Do we have 4-2? Yes, and we also have 4-3. Um, I've already tried 4-0 there. Probably already tried this, but I'm going to try again there. That means the 4-0 can't be there, so it's got to be 4-2. Means this will have to be 0-2. Okay, I still have a 3-3 that can go there. Excuse me. So that can't be 3-2. Can be 3-3. But because it can't go that way, it needs to be 2-4, which is already down here. So this doesn't work. So instead, let's try with the 4-3 in the corner. Because that leaves us with a 4-0 and a 4-2. There's still a lot that I could do there. Don't have a 3-3 there anymore, so let's try that, which lets us try the 0-2 across the top. Don't have the 4-3 there anymore, which means I need 3-0 here. I do still have 4-0, which means it could go in either of them. No, it can't go that way. It has to go this way, because if it goes that way, we get a floating cell where things won't fit. So 4-0 there. Let's draw these lines in a different color so that I know that I'm following on from where I currently am. Okay, so that gives us a shape to work with. We'll see how this goes. I don't have the 4-0, do I? Because I've used it there, which means it can't be that shape. I'm stumped. And I think this is going to have to be a channel first where I actually have to mark a loss on pips. I look forward to watching Ranks, who's another puzzle solving personality. I look forward to watching him actually um, get to the solve for it. So now I'm going to move on to the Wordle. I don't mind the Wordle, but occasionally it does make me question the existence of words. So we'll see what happens. No, I've only just opened it. Why are you trying to give me a hint? Yesterday we had the word pious nominated. So I'm going to try that one again. Okay. S-I. Yeah, let's try starting with the S. We know that the I isn't there. The word yesterday was slick, so we'll see what that gives us. Yeah, maybe. Okay. This is a little off. Okay, right. So it's not got double S in it. So we know the S is in here somewhere. We know the I is at the end. So we end up with. What is it going to be? IS. Okay. Ooh, maybe raise? No, it can't be raise. Because we've already used up the E. Hmm. Yeah, like that E going has thrown me entirely. Try this. I know it's not using like the S, but it might help me like place the rest of the letters. Well, it got me the A. That's interesting. S A. Okay, so. Um, oh, is it going to be something strange like a sail? That's not even a word. Fantastic. And it can't be because the A is not there. Which means the S has to be in one of the. Which S has to be here. So far I've got that with an A. I guess the A is here. Basil. Ah, it's going to be basil, isn't it? Like the herb. Yeah. I think that's the furthest down the board I've had to go with Wordle since I started the channel. But still, I'm happy with that. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. So that wasn't too painful. So like the Netflix ones, which were mentioned earlier. Let's quickly put the. Thank you. So yeah, we'll move on to like Netflix Starstruck. Okay, so 22 over 3. Let's go with the easy. If you're wondering why the solved count is so low with being an easy and a hard, I only count the wins from the hards because these ones are kind of a warm up for me usually. So the rules of Starstruck is you need to place a single star in each row, column, and colored region. Stars also can't be next to each other. So if you had one here, it couldn't be in the boxes around it. So these are like gimmies. Um, that's giving us that. Now we have like a row here, so that gives us these, which gives us that. Okay, so the red has to be in one of these two, which means it can't be in that yellow. The blue's there. If it's in these two, that means it can't be there or in the either of the ones next to it because it touches both of them. So there, that gives us the red, gives us the yellow, gives us the grey. That one, like, you still need to understand some of the like shape logic, especially for the no stars next to each other. But other than that, they kind of fell into place very quickly. Right, after that, let's go on to the hard diagonal chain. Okay. So firstly, we have the straight lines. From there, that's given us more straight lines. With there being 3 here, they all touch here. These are both 4s now. So, oh, and that's now a line. So, okay, this L shape, all of it touches here. And what else is it giving us? Okay, let's get a pen out this one. Mostly to double check my own logic. So if I draw a line, I need to set defaults for this. Right, back to the line. So if I draw a line here, and get the drawing bit. So there has to be 4 stars in these 4 columns. We know one of them is going to have to be in yellow because it's fully contained in these 4 columns. Same with brown, same with blue, same with orange. Means if you're not in one of those regions, you don't have a star. From there, that's also given us that this grey is now a 2 box, which means they both touch there, so it can't be that. Okay, has that unlocked any other logic for me? Try to see if I can spot anything interesting with any of the shapes. Oh, noticed something else. So there and there. So from there, we know that it has to be in yellow, it has to be in brown, it has to be in blue, and it also has to be contained in purple, which means it can't be in any of these orange boxes. Yeah. Let's look here. Okay, so using similar logic, because we need to have 3 stars in these top 3 rows, they're going to have to be in this range, or this range, which means it actually can never be there because it's going to have to fall into these boxes. See, what else is there? Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm trying to see what other ranges I can get self-contained. Oh, there is another thing. So this shape here, this excludes in this sort of pattern because all of these touch here, and no matter which one it's in of these 3, it would either touch or see that square. Same going this way. So that's actually given us a little. And this L shape is too long for it to exclude that one, but it would have, like, even though the box doesn't exist, if there was one here, it'd exclude that because all along that line it would look down to here and these 2 touch. So a better way of showing it would be this brown one, like that. Does that help any? Oh, actually, I think I can exclude something else now. Well, even if you're not quite following the logic, I'm glad you're here to support the channel and enjoy the chat. So in here, it has to be fully contained within green, within orange, because there's no other space for it. You're biased, which means it can't be in the red. Okay. There's got to be something that I'm missing. I don't want to have to do a look ahead, where I kind of just pick a square and see what happens if there's a star there and start running with it. But it does feel like once I find a star, it's all going to fall into place quite nicely. Ah. So are there any formations I've got that are interesting? Oh, it doesn't do much, but I've only got I've missed one of the like column row tricks that have been showing off quite a bit. So for these left-hand columns, it has to be in these 2, which means it can't be in that orange, which gives us this, but we've already knocked off the ones that would be affected by that, but still. Yeah, we've already done the ones. No, we haven't. Okay, so that has actually potentially given me a few more exclusions. So in these two columns, red, no, orange and blue are fully contained in it and have to. So the star would have to go in either here or here, which means it cannot go there or there. And then, rather than clear it all and moving straight on, in here, the star will have to go there. And it has to be contained in there, which means it cannot be in these boxes. There, that's given us this 3, and in a 3 in a straight line, all 3 of them touch there. And then we've got this 2, which is that. Okay, like it really feels like it's starting to click. Ish. Oof. Yeah, like I am very sure that the moment things start getting solved down, that okay, right, I've just spotted one. So if the star is in any of these, it couldn't be here, which would put the star there, which means it couldn't go there, which means it would go here. But also, if the star, let's draw this in a different color, if the star were here, it would also exclude it from being here because it's touching, which means no matter what, that square cannot contain a star, which means the star has to go here, which gives us the green, which doesn't cascade as much as I was expecting. But still, like it's giving us, we're getting there. I was hoping to get a little more out of that with a bit of a chain, but I'll take what I'm given. Let's have another look for things like that. Right, so if the star goes here, can't go there, which gives us this one. Knocks out that, which gives us this one. Soft spoken solstice with gibberish at the end. It's not a bad bot name, that. Which gives us that, which gives us that, knocks them out. I think I might have accidentally got this through. No, it cannot be that, because if it's that, then these two end up next to each other. Okay. Yeah, so if it's these two, from it coming across here, then we'd end up with two stars next to each other, which can't happen. Now I've got to figure out what to do with that. So that sounds like it just can't be there. Because the moment it's there, it cascades in a way that forces it not to solve. And if it's not there, that means it has to be there. And it also can't be there because those three are touching here. So if we just flip it and put one there. It leaves us with two. Yeah, I'm gonna chance it for the bit that no, that also messes it up because now we can't. We end up in the same problem we had. So we have to roll back. I'm having a bit more trouble hard than usual, but okay, no, that I think I did solve right. Okay, so up to here, I know I was onto something. There, that does that, which that's not right. Which does that. So up to here, I was definitely fine. It was just any logical leaps I made from here that started to go a bit haywire. Um, okay, so what aren't I seeing? So we do have an L shape, which would have done that one anyway. Okay. I don't want to have to walk away from a starstruck. It's in here. It'd have to be there. Block that one. It's in here. It would block that one. So that one's always not it, which means it has to be that one. Well, okay. Which gave us the green. Like that logic is. Yeah, like that logic so far is fine. But that still doesn't give us enough to. This group of three is gonna solve down somehow. And we've got this group of four, which is independent of everything else. This group of four is all these. Group of three, okay. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna have to try with look aheads, but this time I'm just going to draw you. Yeah, like, I don't like it when the puzzles fall apart. There's only so much I can do with it then. So that doesn't solve much. Okay, so that's that one. So yeah, for clear, and then so that one. Yeah, apparently. No, I struggled with like the hard one yesterday as well. I'm gonna blame the camera. I'm usually not too bad at Starstruck. Um, maybe I'm starting from the wrong side. Maybe if we try with here instead, because this has to be in here or here, which knocks out them. That shape knocks out them, which gives us a star here. Knocks out them, star here. That gives us a star here. So, no, okay. That doesn't work. So now if we try here, knocks out there, there, and that's it. Okay, so I want to start here, knock off them, also knocks off them, does that, gives us that, that, that. Okay, so just to keep the stages different, because I'm happy with where it is up to there. Then if I do that, it knocks out all of this, which gives us that, which knocks out all of them. So it can't do that. So just step back on the blue. Try here. Knocks out there and there. Gives us that, that, that. Okay. I don't like having to solve with look aheads, but sometimes I get to a stage where all I can do is trial and error and try and solve ahead. But still, that is a solve. Okay. From there, we'll thank you. From there, we'll move on to the Sudoku. I don't necessarily struggle with Sudoku, but with me streaming it, I do tend to get caught up with the chat when people are active and get distracted, and it takes a while. But it still we still get through it, which is the important bit. So let's get into it. Um, thank you. This one is starting off quite nicely. So these threes, this three here and this three makes these three be here. Which means that three is going to be there. It's an empty square. I try and avoid using like the green notes on the easy. Try and get my brain actually working for Sudoku. Like if any of you on the channel aren't familiar with Sudoku, we have to place the numbers 1 to 9 in each row, column, and block. They cannot repeat. There. Thank you. I had a really active chat yesterday, and I was looking at like some of the Twitch goals, and I was literally one person away, active in chat, um, at the same period to hit a goal. Uh, don't get me wrong, I was grateful to everyone who turned up and had fun in the stream, but like I was kicking myself just a little that I was like one away. Like if it was miles off, I wouldn't care. Like, but being that close, like if you know what I mean. That's just on like active stuff. Because I'm trying to do like they're not necessarily the longest streams that I'm doing. They're about 2 hours, which is still the longest period that I will actively sit in front of a camera for years. So like hitting like the amount of posts and the amount of stream time, that's fine. Um, I'm I'm already up to like 17, 18 followers, and this is like my third stream. Like it's great. That feels like spam rather than help. Thanks, huh? I have to live with this. Love you too. Yeah, like I'm not sure if they've just like relaxed the rules or something, but like I only need like a total of like 25 followers. Keep up with like the streaming in general, and after that, I need the last thing is I need like 5 people active in chat at the same time. That's it. That part I am so close to. It's meant to be a one. But yeah, like being able to like hit that level would be great. But I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to be doing this well out of the numbers like this quickly. I mostly just wanted this to be, or mostly thought of this as an idea of this will give me something fun to do. I enjoy solving puzzles. I know I've seen another like content creator doing similar stuff. Um, they tend to post it as like just here is me solving the puzzle on my own. Uh, yeah, yeah. She likes making fun of me because I didn't think I'd get into doing this sort of thing at all. And here I am now. Yeah, that's oh 6. Go anything. Uh, oh, this one's slowing right down. I was on a thought I was on to something here. So there. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Okay. This should start solving down pretty quickly, but it feels like there's still something missing. Might be because I'm refusing to use the scratch paper at all. Um, yeah, it looks like I might need to quickly use scratch paper just to generate some like pairs, which will help solve everything down nicely. Oh, wait, no, that's the only place in that column that can be a 7. I've got the 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's the 8 solved. That's nice. 9 has to go there. Okay, so 9 has to go there because this 9 and this 9 mean there has to be one there, which forces it into there. It's there, up here. I'm missing. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. Gives me the one there. If it has to go there, that gives it there, 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 and there, and there. I like it when they cascade through like that. Two, there, and there. Yeah, this one's starting to solve down quite nicely. Oh, 3 still not quite there. 4. Says that immediately starts stalling. Yeah, it's getting there. Shouldn't take much longer now. Like honestly, sometimes it drawing the lines, sometimes like because it decides that you have to be looking at like that specific column and that specific row and box. Whereas sometimes I just like there to be like the numbers highlighted to work along the column. Like it can get a little annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has to go there. That's 6. So 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing 4 and 7 here. That has to be the 4. That has to be the 7. Okay, there's the easy. So that's the easy Stuku done. Let's move on to the medium for today. So yeah, so Netflix does these puzzles daily, which are quite nice. Even nicer, they are all available for free. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That has to be the 9. Is that the 1? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's feeling like I'm going to have to start using scratch paper fairly soon on this one. But I'm getting vague shapes, but nothing. Oh, okay, so this is steps. So 6 makes it be up here, and they both eliminate, so that has to be there. Yeah, that's the most I can get out of that one. 7 will have to go there. Has to go there. Nine. Yeah. Okay, so that gives me that one. Still doesn't. Oh, that one. That's all I get out of it, which is still something. Okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. else am I going? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Either of them can be the 4. Need 5. So that's a 4 or 5 pair. Which means this has to be in this box. That has to be 2, 3. So 2's there and 2's there. Which also gives me 2's there. And that's unfortunate. All across there. What about with 3's? How useful has that been there? Okay, that's not a 2, 3 pair to keep the other things out of the box, but it's something. Okay, that gives us 3's there. I think that's, yeah, that's the scratch for all of the 3's done. Fours are not great. 1, 2, 3. So I'll have to have it there, which puts it in all of them. 5. Okay, so that's 4, 6. Sorry, 9. 1, 2, 3. So 4 can go in either of them. 5. 6, 7, and last but not least, the 8 can go in any of them. Fantastic. Yeah, no, the 4 can go in any of these boxes, which is not useful. 5, 6, same with the 6. And the 7. Not the 8. 9 can go in a lot. Great. Right, that's not nice. But some of it will cancel down thanks to this, and we'll end up with like a few pairs and stuff to exclude other things, which will be a nice thing eventually, but we still have to get there. Let's try this box. 1, I've already done scratch for the 2 and 3. 4 can be in any of them. Not developed any pairs in there yet. 5, 6, 7 is through a lot of them. I'm not seeing anything that easily marks them down. 8, 9. Okay, so what does that leave us with? Yeah, no pairs in there, unfortunately. We got the 2 and 3 scratched in, so we're on to the 4, which is unfortunately most of them. 5. Yeah, there's not enough being like posted down from the 5, unfortunately. 6. Oh wait, there is something else about the 6 there, so that has to go there, which means the 6's has to go there. It's not huge, but it's something. And then that gives us the 7, which gives us these, the 8s. Okay, so that has given us a naked 4. And that's 2, 5 pair, which gives us the 6 there, which gives us the 8. Because that's a 2, 5 pair, that is a 7, 5 pair. Okay, like that. That's quite a nice little box sorted there. What else has that given us? that giving us anything interesting at all through the rest of it? Not that I can spot. Hang on a second. 6 and 1 have to be there, so that means this cannot be a 7 because it's another 1-6 pair. Okay. Oh, and that's also given us this as a 4-5 pair along this line, which means that can't be a 5, which means it is the 7, which gives us the 3, gives us the 2. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 7. See, this is how useful getting things like getting paired boxes can be. 2. Okay, that has to be the 2. Which is that 3. Be nice if I press the right keys. 3, 2. That gives us the 3 has to be there. Gives us the 5. What didn't I do in this box yet? That's 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's a 4-8 pair. I just haven't written down the 8s yet for some reason. Let's have another look at this box. So that has to be the 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're back to using scratch paper to generate pairs up here. That's fine. We had a lot of stuff cleared and solved from that last run. So let's have a look. At 7. Oof, this is a mess. Fantastic. Well, that didn't clear up anything. Let's see. Oh, that's just the 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's given us a 4-7 pair there, which I should have spotted just from looking at the column anyway. 8. Okay, so that's an 8-6 pair there from the looks of it. That's about to fail. Yep. Okay, so it's not an 8-6 pair. But 6 does go here, which gives us an 8-9 pair along here. 6 there, 1 there. Okay, so there's going to be something I am missing. Oh, I think I've spotted something. I had not. Fantastic. Misread where some of the 9s. Oh, I've accidentally put a 9 in somewhere I shouldn't. So that should be an 8, which gives us the 9 there. Forces the 9 there. And then nothing. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'm still looking for 4s. 6. Have I mismarked any 6s? Nope. Turn the scoreboard back on. Okay. Haven't mismarked any of them. Looks of it. 7s look clear to me. 8s. I missed that. I've got some 8s that have solved down already. Right. So that's a 4-7 pair now along this row, which means this has to be the 6. 4 there, an 8 there. 7, 4, 4, 7, 4. 6, 7, 6. And finally, it's 4. Yeah. Okay, so that one wasn't too bad. A bit easier than the last medium actually, but um, yeah, I need to be a little less blind when it comes to some of these. Thank you very much. Let's move on to like the last Duco of the day. Which I know is going to be heavy on like scratch paper like the last one, but I'm going to start without it, see what the normal Sudoku, I say normal, what the easy observed, like just with the numbers Sudoku can give us. Not a lot, which I was kind of expecting from the most difficult one of the day. To be 6, because we've got that excludes, which gives it here, which puts it across there. There, and there, and these ones are going to have to wait. 7s, there. Okay. Yeah, 7s aren't giving me anything. 8s, nothing yet. No, okay. Let's do another quick pass just in case. Like those solves gave us something. I'm not expecting them to. I'm expecting to have to start going into the notes mode pretty soon. Yeah, no, this looks like I'm going to notes mode already. Okay, where do I want to start? 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 5 along this row, so I'm going to start with the notes there. Ones can go anywhere along that row. It's a fantastic start. Just what I want to see. We've got 2s. In most of it. 3 already in it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we only have 7s at the ends there. And 8, just okay, so that's not as useful as I'd have liked. Let's carry on with the rest of this box. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has to be in corners. So 8 has to be in that bit there because of that. The 9 in this box can be in. Okay, so that does actually give us like a naked 9, force of the 7, and then we've got the 1, 2, 8 here. That's something at least. Got a couple of solves out of that one. Let's try the opposite box. 1, 2. We've not really got much out of there. 3, 4. Same with the 5. Oh, button. 5, 5, 5, 5, 6. Oh, that has to be the 7. And then 8. We've already got there. Okay, so that's not giving us any nice like pairs to solve things down because we've got 8 there, 1 there. Okay. Yeah, 1 goes in any of these, which is very useful. Still the 2. I'm actually thinking that I should leave that box for now. Yeah, okay, let's do this column. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Nothing on the 4s. 5. Nothing on that. 6, 7, 8. 9. Unfortunately, nothing on that. I was hoping that would give us that 4, 5 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 is all over that box. 6, 7 has to go there. Okay, that's something at least. 8 is still all over the box. 9 has to go there, which actually eliminates the 9s from here. The 9's there. Maybe let's have a look at this full box now. 2s have to be here. 3, 4, over it. Fives, I've already done. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, that's something. That's still not brilliant. Have a look over here. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. Okay, that's not giving us much there. Trying for this row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Click. Okay. Oh, it might have actually given us one by accident. 9. Yeah. Okay. So that has to be the 8, which gives us that 5. Okay. So that did actually end up a little useful, which I wasn't expecting. It's not narrowing down much else at the moment, though. But that ends up being 4, 3. Just because I can see it there. We got anything? Okay. So I have mismarked some stuff. I've just noticed. I've got 1 in there, which means I need to pull that. Put that there, which means that is the 1. Which gives 4, 9 pair here, which gives us the 5 there. And if that's a 4, 9 pair, that has to be the 8. That 8. Okay, well, it's got some stuff solving down nicely there. I have warned you all that like, occasionally I just don't see what's right in front of me. Okay, let's... Which box now? Let's just go for this box as a whole, I think. Haha, haha. And you don't get to say anything. You've been telling me you need to go for your eye test for a year, if not longer. 5. 89. I've not got many of them, so that ends up in bloody any of them. Messier than I hoped for. So one's there, twos are already in the box. 3. Oh, that was from doing the thing earlier. 3, 4. Again, there. 5. So put in the box. 6, 7, 8, 9. Fortunately, goes in any of it. Got some stuff that was nearly paired boxes, but okay. What else am I working with here? Clicking through the numbers, see if anything jumps out from the scratch paper. Probably do this box as well, but it's going to end up very crowded. Oh, hang on. If that's a 1-2 pair, that has to be the 5. Let's actually put it in the right bit. Which doesn't actually solve down that much. That's a 1-2 pair, so this has to be the 4. Oh, which gives us the 4s there. So it can't be there, which means that 4 has to be there. Which gives us this 4 and this 9. For some reason also gives this 3. Oh, because it solved out the box. Which gives us the last 3. No, or the last 3 that isn't in the middle at least. That give me anything else? I don't think so. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to look at these boxes, and I don't want to. And I just know they're going to be a mess. Okay, bite the bullet time on this top box. So, ones, just as I suspected, they can go in any. No worries. But honestly, I mostly just appreciate you guys like being here at all. No matter how active you are in the chat, for Twitch itself to be happy. I'm just glad that someone is finding the. I'm just glad that someone's finding the content enjoyable. Yeah, like I haven't really set up many chat commands yet. Like I said, I've only been doing this a couple of days. That is something that I'm going to get my partner to help me set up either later today or potentially tomorrow, or basically whenever she has the time, because she also has her own stream stuff and her own crocheting stuff to be doing. So I don't want to be getting in the way too much, like pestering her for help with this stuff. Oh, Or I could just use Google. Okay, so that's given us a 1-2 pair there. So they cancelled out, which gives 4-5-9 there. I should have spotted the 1-2 pair there as well. Yeah, you finished one out of how many? Right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to tackle this box. That's not even halfway. You've had this project for like what, 2.5, 3 weeks, and it's all due next week. Okay, so the eights, right? So this middle box is actually cooperating a little more than I expected, or at least up until, yeah, no, this is the part. Like the nines are the part that's screwing me on it. Okay, so this middle box has not been helpful. I was really hoping it would. So now I've got to start looking for like hidden doubles and things like that I haven't spotted to try and like clear up some of the chaff. Twos and not revealing anything easily to me. Three. There will be a three in there. You can rest assured of that, but the threes are not clearing themselves up. Okay, right, so it looks like I missed a five that solves out over here. That doesn't really like push it much further. So sevens, eights. Yeah, the nines are just a mess. Okay. Right, so what am I missing? Right, let's have a look along columns and rows rather than just in boxes. There's got to be something. No. Okay, right. So this two here, because that two has to be in that column, I need to look ahead to see that it isn't there, which is something, I guess. Leaves me 1, 2, and 1, 8. Okay. Anything else like that that I've missed? No. Twos are not screaming anything out to me. Threes are still just these. Four. No. Five. Six. No. Seven. No. It's got to be something obvious I'm missing. Hmm. This one's starting to stump me. I don't have to have like zero solved hard Sudoku. Like, this doesn't look good for me as a puzzle channel, does it? One, two, three, four. Yeah. No, this one's starting to get to me now. That's I'm not happy with this. What have I missed? Got to have missed something. Hmm. There's got to be something obvious that I'm missing here. This is vexing me, this one. Oh. Okay. No, I haven't missed something where this is meant to be a 1-2 pair. I don't think. 'Cause this is a 1-2 pair, this is a 1-2 pair, this is a 1-2 pair. This is maybe. Because if I assume that's meant to be a 1-2 pair, that I've done wrong. And that can be the 8. Which solves down a lot. But that's a big assumption that I'm going to run with just to see where it gets me. Oh, it looks like maybe I had just missed something where that was a 1-2 pair, because that's all starting to solve down quite nicely. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. Like, apparently I had just not spotted something that should have been a 1-2 pair, and then it all fell into place. And then we get, because I abandoned one because the stream was running a bit long on the first one, that is actually our very first win on the hard difficulty Sudokus. Fantastic. So after this, I like to move on to doing some chess puzzles. We'll move on to the daily puzzle on chess.com. Here, I tend to struggle because the daily doesn't tell me directly if I'm going for material or mate, because it can be either. Powerful king in the end game. White to move. Okay, so let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might be about trying to chase out the pawn to stop them getting a queen. I think it is actually. No? Okay, yeah, so that means I can't. No, okay, I am not onto something here. Fantastic, just what I like to see. Okay, let's get a hint. So it is something to do with the king. Am I meant to just go for it? No, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Fantastic. Running. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the board the wrong way around. Because, of course, black has moved their king from the back rank all the way to, like, the front. Like, why wouldn't they have ran the entire board? So, king just running. That can't be right. No. Like, I enjoy chess. I'm not necessarily good at it, so. Is this meant to just be looking for check? Okay. No. So it's still meant to be with queen. Like, so I'm really not very good at these daily chess puzzles. Something with the queen. Really? Just fucking go for it? Okay. I got like one or two steps of that on my own without any hints. Like I said, I'm not very good at the daily puzzles, but now we'll try some of the more general chess puzzles, which I can be a little better at. If it decides it's going to load any for me, let's just quickly refresh the page. There we go. Like to move for checkmate. Okay. So, well, king protects it, so we can go there. From there, oof. There we go. So I like to get to at least getting the daily 3 award for this. Like to mate again. Like this one is just back row mate with the queen because nothing can get to it. The king can't escape. Like to move again, looking for mate. I can safely get this rook in here, and then the king can't take it as the knight. And then from there, I can move here with the knight and get mate. The king is cut off by the rook. So that's the daily. I've got to mark up my solves. So for the puzzles, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep going for a couple more, see if I break the streak of wins like I did yesterday. I'm going to try and at least white to move for mate. It's quite easy. That's so because the king protects these spots, that's literally just that. I'm going to at least try and beat the streak of 5 that I got yesterday. Let's move for mate, or to build mate. Yeah, no, this one is going to break the streak because I'm not going to solve this in one go. I'd like to move pushing up the board is all I've got. So actually, I can go here. King can take though. So what if I do this? No. Okay, so this is gonna break the streak. So I'm gonna. Really, is just push. Oh yeah, I see. Because it's been forced in to take it. Because if it let it promote, it would have the queen would have just gone roughshod. So now this rook can go in and use the bishop for protection. Yeah, so that's the streak ended. It was using hints, so I'm not going to throw an extra solve on there today. With it being a fairly quiet one today, I think that's where I'm probably gonna call it. No guest puzzle today from Netflix. I don't have my friend Sal like pushing me to do the most random one with a funny name that they can pick. So thank you very much for joining for this slightly shorter episode 3 of the Puzzle Pilgrim. I hope you all enjoyed watching me struggle with some of these, and hopefully I'll see you all again next time. Look after yourselves.